Okay, so today I'm in the Manual for Teachers. That's me, a teacher of God. And today's a very good question that I'm posing. And I'm posing it because the question has been posed by our teacher. All of us teachers of God have one teacher. And that teacher is Jesus. Our teacher, Jesus, has posed a question to all of us teachers of God. And perhaps anyone else who happens to have this question. This is the question. I'm going to explore the answer and what it has to say about our purpose and perhaps how to achieve it, if it has not yet been achieved already. The question, this by the way is in the manual, section 12. Today I'm just going to ask the question to all the teachers of God out there. How many teachers of God are needed to save the world? Now that sounds pretty important. Because if it was like 20, there might be a club already formed. Are they taking more just in case the 20 dwindles down to 10 and they sort of need you? How many? How high are the stakes? If they need millions upon millions upon millions upon millions upon people, well then, how hard is it anyhow? It must be hard to save the world. Really hard. We better really read this quickly. If you haven't read it, or reread it, if you haven't read it in a while, so you know how many people are out there needed to save the world, because the world's big, and it needs saving. How many people does it take to save the world? It would be nice to know the answer to that question. I wouldn't mind knowing. Well, here's the answer. One person. One person. One person? Well, that doesn't sound very hard. I mean, just one person, the world can't be that difficult to save. I don't understand. And either that or it doesn't sound very fair to the one person. It's either unfair to the one person or not a very difficult job for the one person to accomplish. One of the two. Either way, it's kind of strange. What'd you say? Let's just see, let's explore the person. We get a little insight into what the person is like. Who is this person? What are the qualifications for this person? He can't just be anybody, right? He didn't walk in and get the job of savior of the world, can he? Let's read on. The answer to this question is one. You. It's me. As a holy, perfect teacher whose learning is complete. Not me now. When you are this one that is sanctified and redeemed, you will be the self that is one with God. You will be the Christ. Well, I seem to have a long way to go, no doubt. I mean, don't I? I'm not now a holy, perfect teacher whose learning is complete. I am not this one who is sanctified and redeemed. I'm surely not the self that is one with God. I'm not the Christ. I'm not the universal Son of God. You who have always been spirit will no longer see myself as a body or even in a body. I guess you could say I'm sort of near that on a regular basis, but if that's coming from the former qualities, I get the feeling that it might be on a higher level. You will know that you are limitless. And being aware that I am limitless, my thoughts will be joined with God's forever. The qualifications are high. Wait a minute. How can anyone really get to this place? What he's describing here is the end result of the entire journey from nowhere to no place. The entire journey, this is it. This is the end result. The entire miracle journey of changing one's mind from fear to love. Changing your mind about who Jesus is, knowing that he is who he says he is. What the Spirit is, knowing that it is what it says it is. From limited to limitless. From ego to Christ. When it's all been said and done, that's who this is will be left over. Then you will be the holy, perfect teacher whose learning is complete. But that's already been done by somebody. This person already exists right now. There is already somebody who's been through this realization and this perfection. We have, as our teacher, Jesus, is a holy, perfect teacher whose learning is complete. He is the one that is sanctified and redeemed. And he is the self that is one with God. It is the Christ that is one with all of us. And he is the Holy Son of God, the Holy Child of God, that is the Holy Child of God that we are. Which means, now get this, which means that he is the one that has already saved the world. And in his perfection we have been saved, which means we are already as he is. We need nothing. Sound familiar, that law? That's what it means. We don't have to do anything. This journey from nowhere to nothing is easy. Because you are, and I am perfect. I'm a holy, perfect teacher of God. I have been redeemed and sanctified. And I am one with Christ. And I am the Christ that's inside of you. And you are the Christ inside of me. And if you're listening to this, I'm in your dream right now, offering you this perspective. So change your mind about the Christ within. Receive the love of God. Receive the miracle. And take it easy. Lay back. Relax. It's all been done for you. That's what it means that Jesus died for you. He died so you need to do nothing. But take it moment by moment. Day by day. You don't have to look to the left or to the right. You can just look up and down. Up for a thank you. and then down to live in the moment, in the present. Not sandwiched between the past and the future, they are a vice being squeezed together. In your perception that you're in a world, you have an illusion of many teachers. Because in separation, the reality of oneness cannot be manifested. The reality of oneness is the reality of the Christ within, and the Christ is personified by Jesus. By that name, by the symbol of love, Jesus Christ. Why? Because he was the man who did this first. We became one. Again, it means you're saved. It means you've been rescued. This is all done already. You are somewhere in a cosmic bed, safe and sound, in the arms of God, being held and hugged. And not only that, down deep, you know this. You know that this is all giant, at this point at least, from our angle, from the lowest level of the dream in the Inception movie, the longest amount of dream time, the 10-year mark from way below, that we're in hell. All we have to do is relax and allow ourselves to be scooped out by the hands of Christ. And like Jesus did before, whatever before truly means, because he's in a sense doing that now. Says you only need one being to save the world. That one being is doing it in every generation, in every story, in every generation. Yours, mine, your neighbor's. And then the very end of it all, the only way to walk down this path of ease and peace, calmness, and knowingness and certainty. The contentment, knowing that you will be taken care of, that you can be dependent upon God as you were dependent upon your family and your parents when you were a little baby. You have to do what Jesus did thousands of years ago, come to the realization of your oneness with God. And how do you do that? You change your mind about who Christ is. And when you do that, you will do what Jesus did. At the very end, it says it right here, you will have accepted Christ as yourself and been saved. Now, notice it says, you will have accepted Christ as yourself. Once you do it, then you realize it's always been done. It's like a dream that's over with. You never really experience the dream in the present. You're always looking back on the dream, exploring it. It's hard to remember the present part of a dream. This world's already over. All we can do is look around us and get the next best thing to the present moment, which is the forms. The forms. Always forms. Until one day there won't be. But until then, let's be thankful that a man named Jesus of Nazareth came to certain realizations accepted Christ as being who he was. And now that Christ, him, is you, me. And if you follow Jesus, if you change your mind about who he is, you too can let it all go. Just release everything. Because you have already been saved. You've already accomplished everything you want to accomplish. All of your goals down deep inside have already been established, done with. Nothing you can do or not do will ever change your eternal destiny, your eternal purpose, which is peace, happiness, contentment, calm, love, being in the absolute bliss, highest bliss possible, nothing to worry about. Nothing to do but sit there and just be who you are. And you can start that now. And everything will begin to unravel. All the negativity has to begin to unravel slowly but surely. And that unraveling is not a bad journey. Because what's unraveling is lies, and what's left is truth. And truth is fun. Truth is joyful. Truth is peaceful. Truth is good. And we're all drawn to that truth. You can't avoid truth forever. Eventually, it's a required course, truth. Eventually, you're going to have to take that course, so take it now. Come in the easy way, not the hard way. God bless everyone. I love you. I love every single one of you. Take that love. Take it. And then give it away. Peace.
Take a break from all the plans that you have made and sit at home alone and wait for God to whisper. Beg him please to open up his mouth and speak, and pray for real upon your knees until they blister. Shine the light on every corner of your life until the pride and lust and lies are in the open. Then read the word and put to test the things you've heard until your heart and soul are stirred and rocked and broken. 'Cause you can sing all you want to, yes you